Hello and welcome back to the Football Chat. We are here for Prem predictions, but I'm joined with quite a different person. You are not Connor.
No, I'm not.
You look remarkably similar, but you're not Connor. You happy to be here, producer?
Definitely.
I have to step in last minute because Connor is busy pleasing the women of this world at various different clubs across the country. But yes, we were here anyway with Premier League predictions. And we'll just hop right into it. No need to discuss any more of Connor's private life. And our first game of these midweek fixtures, because these are the midweek ones. This isn't this weekend. Just to throw everyone off a little bit more. Newcastle versus Norwich. Current bottom of the league against current second bottom of the league.
What a game.
Where do you see this going then? Is it your first time on? You do the first prediction.
I think Norwich will win this easily. Because Newcastle are
I have
rubbish.
to agree with you. Newcastle struggling at the moment a lot.
But they have played Arsenal. And their first game, Eddie Howe.
Exactly. It's Arsenal.
No, but Arsenal
should be
are good
winning
now.
7-0.
Arsenal are quite good.
Yeah, to be fair, Arsenal have been decent recently.
I don't know. Eddie Howe's back, isn't he? From COVID.
Yeah. It was his first game at the weekend.
Oh, so he has had a game.
He was there at the Arsenal one.
So now in 2 weeks, so maybe Norwich won't win. But equally, then Norwich have beaten... Who'd they beat?
They drew last time out with Wolves,
yeah,
0-0. They beat Brentford and Southampton the weeks before that.
But to Norwich are a confidence high.
Anyway, I'm gonna go 2-0 Norwich. I think Pookie will score, and I think Max Aarons will score. He looked really good against Wolves, coming inside, driving with the ball, and I think that he should have scored on the day.
I'm gonna say 1-0 Norwich. That's it all I have to get.
Yeah, I was going to say.
1-0 Norwich.
If we're doing that much for every game, this is going to be an hour-long video about Leeds and Crystal Palace. But
Leeds,
yeah.
Palace. Oh, it's
Newcastle seem really poor at the moment.
And Norwich have learned how to defend and score.
Yeah.
Well,
Dean Smith, Norwich side look like much better.
2 clean sheets
a
in
much
2
better
games.
unit.
They just need to learn how to shoot and score.
Yeah, because Max Aarons had a really good opportunity.
The amount of chances they had against Wolves.
Yeah, Pookie had a few where he should put it away,
not Placheta. Aaron's had one.
Placheta?
I don't know where
he's played since
he's on loan
January last year. Probably. But yeah, on to the second game. This is the only other game on the Tuesday, which is tonight for all of you watching on the day of release. Leeds versus Crystal Palace. Leeds come into this off of... What happened to them? I can't remember what game they had. I know Crystal Palace.
So bad.
Crystal Palace lost to Villa, right?
Crystal Palace lost to Villa.
Yeah. Don't know what Leeds did.
But equally, Villa are very good under Gerrard. What did Leeds do? They drew 0-0 to Brighton.
Oh yeah. But Brighton should have won that if they had a striker.
Leeds can attack when they have Bamford and everyone's fit.
But they don't have Bamford.
And that.
And they can't defend without Ayling.
They cannot defend full stop.
They
can't.
They're a better unit when they've got Ayling.
They still cannot defend.
He makes it a little bit more tight at the back.
Because they play so attackingly, they just cannot defend.
They are a very offensive team.
What's his name? I forgot his...
They leave it very wide open.
Cooper is just not it at all.
They play a very wide and expansive style of football, which leaves them vulnerable to attacks when they push everything forwards.
These are tough. I'm going to say...
And Palace have had a really good season other than the game against Villa.
Again, though, they still scored against Villa. I'm going to say 3-1 Palace.
I know, based on expected points, Palace should be like 6th or something. So, yeah. Only behind the likes of Brentford and I think the top 4.
Yeah, I'm going to say 3-1 Palace.
I think I'm going to go for a little bit of an upset with a 2-0 win for Leeds.
Wow, okay.
I think they
Leeds keep a clean sheet.
I think Ayling is back. I can't remember though. I think I heard he's back though. And Bamford might be. Phillips and Rafinha are now back in the side. They've got to win at some point.
Yes.
I know they've won games this season, but they haven't won many. But I think they will come good in this one.
They kept the clean sheet against Brighton, but oh my days, Neil Maupay cannot shoot to save his life.
I'm going 2-0 Leeds, yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, 2-1.
As I was saying, Leeds don't keep clean sheets.
No clean sheet for Leeds.
I'll say 3-1 Palace, yeah, 3-1 Palace. Conor Gallagher, Ben Teke's on form, and he's in my fantasy team.
I'll go Ben Teke and a Conor Gallagher assist, and then for Leeds, Rafinha double. That's got nothing to do with my fantasy team though, guys.
Palace are all right going defensively, aren't they? Gehi, And White is a good keeper. But yeah, 3-1 Palace.
Well, they conceded a lot against Villa, but...
They conceded 2. And Villa are just...
I thought it was 3-2.
No, it's 2-1.
But yeah, next game, Southampton versus Leicester.
This is going to be dross.
The 9-0 from a few years ago. But I don't think it's going to be anything like that. Both sides haven't really started this season as they would have liked to. Southampton have looked good at times, but terrible at others. Leicester have been very up and down as well. I mean, sometimes they're beating the likes of Watford and United 4-2, and then they're getting packed in by certain sides.
I mean, last games, obviously Southampton lost 4-0 to Liverpool. Leicester won 4-2 against Watford. Yeah. Thing is, though, yes, I don't
think you can judge Southampton on their game against Liverpool. Liverpool are really good.
Again, Leicester. Yes, they scored 4 against Watford. They conceded 2 to Watford.
Watford have looked good going forward, though. They beat Villa on the opening day. They've beaten the likes of United.
I could have beaten Villa on the opening day.
They've got 5 against Everton.
Yeah, that's Everton.
They do get goals.
Everton are all over the place. We'll get into them later.
They do get goals. They got 4 against United. I know United haven't been great this season, but still, to get 4 goals at United, considering Chelsea only got 1 last night.
Leicester away. Southampton do well at home.
Yeah, and they've not got a terrible defence. The likes of Livramento, Walker, Peters, Salisu, Bednarek, a decent defence. Oh yeah, they don't have to play Bednarek. Oh, they might be alright then. And if Brower starts... Well, I mean, Arsenal will play 3 strikers against Liverpool, so I really don't know what he's doing there. But yeah, if Brower actually starts, and he's the lone striker, or just in a 2 and not in some weird 3, then I think it will be Southampton 2, Leicester 2. I think Vardy will have enough to get some goals.
I was going to say, yeah, I agree with 2-2, because both teams score, but both teams concede.
Southampton don't concede as much. Southampton will a decent side.
Jamie Vardy.
They only conceded a lot because it was Liverpool. But yeah, Vardy now, after a good game against Watford, is on for 9 for this season and is only behind Mohamed Salah in the goal scoring charts. He's on 11.
Speaking of Watford.
Oh, Watford up next. Watford versus Chelsea. Obviously, we're both completely biased Chelsea fans, but...
I don't know. After watching Hakim Ziyech against Man United last night.
To be fair, the whole Chelsea team was pretty poor.
I mean, we're not going to get into that.
Ruben was pretty bad. Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Anthony Taylor was...
They should have Kante back if they need him, though. Lukaku should be starting his first game since his injury.
Watford score goals and Chelsea have got Marcus Alonso.
Will they, though? Or will they opt for Pulisic? Because he looked really good after coming on.
I don't just know. I love Marcus Alonso, but he is terrible.
He did have a bit of a shocker against United. But against lesser opposition, he is lethal.
I mean, Burnley,
he doesn't need to defend so much.
Yeah.
And he can get forward and get goals.
Especially if N'Golo Kante.
I mean, he should have scored yesterday. Instead, it came off his knee and went out for almost a throw. But... yeah, I think as much as I don't want to see an upset, I still don't think there will be one. I think Chelsea will win this comfortably. I think looking at the United result, we're going too much the other way and looking into it too deep. I think Chelsea will still win comfortably.
I was going to say that Chelsea are going to concede because Watford score and Chelsea...
But Chelsea have only conceded 5 goals in the league this season.
And I've got Mendy, Rudiger and James in my fantasy team. So
that has no influence on it whatsoever.
Yeah, no, obviously I don't. I'm going to say 6-0 Chelsea.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah. 6-0. We haven't seen many huge score lines.
Oh, Watford at home. 4-0 Chelsea.
Oh, Watford at home. I'll just 8-0 Chelsea then.
No, I'll say 4-0 Chelsea.
I'll go 3-0. 3-0 Chelsea. I think Lukaku will get a double and then Mason Mount as well.
Yeah.
And Reece James assist for one of Lukaku's goals.
Tony Ruger screamer.
Nah, because he's going to save his screamer for like Liverpool. Or United on the penultimate day of the season.
Yes.
At Old Trafford.
Just hits it in from the halfway line.
But
anyway, enough of Tony Rudiger hitting in from the halfway line.
And on to a former Chelsea defender, Kurt Zouma, and West Ham versus Brighton. That was such a...
Well, you're in London.
Really good segue.
Use that.
Yeah, I probably should have.
West Ham, both teams having a great season. Brighton, I mean, I haven't... To be honest,
Brighton should have absolutely peppered Leeds on Saturday night. Tariq Lamptey looked absolutely sensational.
Brighton struggled to score, and Well, I haven't really seen much of Brighton this season, but all I've seen is obviously the Leeds game and Graham Potter moaning.
It's very similar to last season in that Brighton create a shed load of chances, but Mopé doesn't put enough away. He's had a better campaign so far this year than he did last season, but I still think with a striker that Brighton team could genuinely challenge the top four. Because Graham Potter's sides seem to create a lot of chances, and Lamptey and Cucurella having really good seasons. I know Lamptey's only just come back from injury, but he looked really good against Leeds. And then Cucurella, obviously, since he joined in the summer, has been really good.
I still see West Ham winning this one.
Yeah, West Ham obviously in form as well. The likes
Brighton can't score.
To be fair, both the fullbacks again. Ben Johnson's had a really good season.
Oh, Ben Johnson scored a great goal against Villa.
And Liverpool.
Yeah.
He scored. I swear he scored against Liverpool.
No.
Or was it an assist? Something like that.
And West Ham's defence, Zuma, it's the fullbacks you said, Dawson.
I do think going forward, West Ham just have that extra bit of clinicality. Don't know if that's a word.
Fornals. Yeah.
They're more clinical.
I'm going to say
than Brighton.
2-0. 2-0 West Ham.
I'm going to go 1-1. Throwing a little bit of a differential in there. Jared Bowen will score for West Ham and Leandro Trossard for Brighton. Trossard had a decent season, and he's been the one getting the goals when Mopé doesn't. So I think he'll do. Trossard will score for Brighton and Bowen for West Ham.
Next game.
Moving on, yeah, sure. Wolves versus Burnley. Burnley obviously didn't play at the weekend because of undersoil heating, but will face no such problems here because they are away. I agree with that. How they're a Premier League club and they don't have undersoil heating to deal with the snow is quite perplexing. But maybe the week off is what they need to come into Wolves and slap them 4-0. What do you think?
No. Absolutely not. I think this is going to be one of those games which is just really, really boring because Burnley don't concede. It's going to be like, I think it's going to be like 1-1 or 0-0.
I think Wolves will dominate, but 0-0.
Yeah, I think we 0-0.
Very similar to the Brighton Leeds game. I think Wolves will create a load of chances, but Burnley will escape with their clean sheet and a point. But then I think because of the Norwich result, they'll then drop down to 19th, obviously. But
yeah,
I think they'll take a point against Wolves away.
I mean, yeah, Norwich took a point.
Yeah.
Yeah, 0-0.
I'll see 0-0 again. Because if Wolves can't score past Norwich, they're not going to score at Burnley. No. It's either going to be 0-0 or an absolute hiding.
4-3 and...
Yeah. Oh, no, 4-0 to Wolves.
Well, but Chris Wood.
And on to another cricket score.
No.
Another game on the Wednesday. No. Aston Villa versus Man City. Villa do look better with Gerrard at the helm, but this is by far his toughest.
With Gerrard at the helm.
His toughest game.
Yes, they've only played Palace and... Yeah.
Wow. Not so much of a Villa fan now, are we?
Brighton. That's what I'm saying. Brighton have done so well. Brighton and Villa beat them.
Yeah.
In Gerrard's first game, they've beaten Palace, who have looked good this season.
If you're saying what I think you're saying, then that Villa are going to beat Man City, you are mental.
I think Villa are going to beat Man City.
Fair. All right.
I think... Because Villa are at home.
From a Chelsea perspective, I definitely want to see that happen, but I just don't see Man City losing to Aston Villa.
I do. Away from home.
Well, it's Gerrard's tactics going to...
Ollie Watkins...
confuse Pep.
Buendia, Bailey... Ashley Young is the best winger in...
You know when Ashley Young is fifth on importance of who's going to score in this game?
Gerrard's been playing Ashley Young on the wing and he's got 2 assists. I'm gonna say...
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2-0 Villa.
For that, I'm going to go 3-1 City.
Okay. I'm going to say 2-0 Villa.
To be fair, City... They did look like they could have lost the game at West Ham.
I mean, they 2-1.
Yeah. To be fair, it was 2-0 and then Lanzini scored in the 94th minute.
Still 2-1. That was only 1-0 up, and they scored in the 95th minute.
I think City will win 3-1. Foden will score. Jesus will score. And to be fair, though, City haven't been very clinical. Exactly. They do need to get a striker, but I think Jack Grealish will score against his old club at Villa Park.
No, he won't.
I think he
won't
will.
start.
I think he will score.
Start.
I think
what a waste of 100 mil.
That's what they've been saving him for.
Pep Guardiola.
He'll want to play this game.
As a waste of 100 mil. He won't play. He'll get someone in the 65th minute. He'll get booed. He'll get booked for diving, and then he'll walk. And then when he walks off pitch, he'll get booed again.
I think he'll start and he'll score.
He'll make an absolute fool of himself.
I think he's going to start, score, and get the other 2 assists. And the Villa fans will hate him, but
he won't do anything.
And then Konza will get a consolation.
He isn't doing anything. And, well, speaking of not doing anything against a team, Everton.
Nice little segue.
Versus Liverpool.
It's the last game on the Wednesday. It's the Merseyside derby.
This is going to be a cricket score.
Unfortunately, not covering it on TFC Live. But, I know,
What
gutting.
a shame, guys. Absolutely gutting.
But will hopefully be a good game. I do think Everton will get absolutely packed in there.
Oh, I think we could be in 4, 5, 6s.
I completely agree. Everton conceded 5 against Watford.
Everton cannot defend, and they're not going to score with Rondon and...
If Rondon scores against Liverpool, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something.
If Everton were on form...
If Rondon scores against Liverpool, I will buy a Rondon shirt.
I wouldn't.
And wear it for Prem predictions.
I'll buy a Rondon shirt and
at
sell
some
it.
point. I will
burn it, not sell it.
I'll get an Everton shirt with Rondon on the back. I don't know what his number is, but I'll cop it.
I'm going to say 5-0 Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm going to go 4-1 Rondon to score for Everton.
Rondon's not the... Rondon is the...
That's what I'm saying. Rondon won't score. If he does, I'll get a Rondon shirt.
Okay.
That's a promise to all you viewers out there.
I won't.
What if Pickford scores?
If Pickford scores, yes, I'll get a Pickford England shirt.
Okay.
And
fair.
I will wear it for every single piece of content that I appear in. Which isn't much.
I was just going to say, well, if Connor's still busy with all his private life, then, you know.
Anyway, speaking of not being in much and disappearing, Tottenham and Harry Kane.
On to the Thursday night games. It's Tottenham versus Brentford, both London sides. Tottenham obviously didn't play the weekend just gone because they were playing Burnley and Burnley haven't invested in under-soil heating, and so the game was snowed off. Brentford played Everton and won 2-0. No, 1-0. 1-0.
Ivan Toney. He is one of the best penalty takers in the world, apart from Jorginho.
Call me mental, but Brentford are winning this.
Oh yeah, obviously. It's not mental.
Tottenham lost to Mura in their last game.
I've got Harry Kane in front of this team.
It's going to be 7-1 to Brentford.
I think it's going to be 2-1 Brentford.
I'll go 1-0 Brentford.
Okay.
Tony to score again.
Oh, his penalties. He doesn't even look at the ball.
Kane to miss an open goal.
He basically does no-look penalties. That's like...
I saw an interview about that, and that his mum was very upset about his penalty-taking technique.
I think it's class. He stared at Pickford the whole
time.
time.
No, because imagine being... Because as his mum, she's always quite nervous.
And he's not even
about him
looking at
taking
the
a
ball.
penalty. Yeah. He's not even looking at it. But, yeah, Brentford on form at the moment. Tottenham haven't played since they lost to Mura. Well, I think, yeah, a Brentford win.
How can you lose to what? Slovene? I think is it Slovenian? Slovak? It's either Slovenian.
I think they're Slovenian.
Yeah, Slovenian first division side.
A team that was only founded in 2012. I'm officially older than a football club that have beaten Tottenham. What a day!
I think even like hashtag United.
No.
Shout out hashtag.
No, hashtag were founded in like 2016.
I still think they beat Tottenham.
I thought you were going to say they were older than Mura.
No, I think hashtag United beat Tottenham. At hashtag.
I think you're massively overestimating how good hashtag United.
Oh, they're incredible. Shout out to hashtag United. If you want
yeah, if you're watching, Spencer.
If you want a collab
I'm
or
sure
something,
you are.
contact us.
On to the final game of the midweek fixtures.
Cricket score.
It's the Thursday game, Manchester United versus Arsenal, which will be Ralph Rangnick's first game in charge of Man United. It'll be at Old Trafford.
No.
I think as much as people will say Arsenal will absolutely trounce them, because Arsenal are on form and United aren't.
They won't.
I think a Rangnick United side are going to win this.
I think we're looking at an absolute thriller here. And I'm going to... I'd say...
It's a Thursday night.
No.
It's the kind of game that ends 3-3.
But Man United cannot defend... And Arsenal are Arsenal, and they just concede. They're good defensively, but they do just concede. I think it's going to be 3-2 United.
Ooh. I'm going to go 3-0.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great.
Because I don't want United to pick up any points. But
Fair enough.
But I only want them to pick up as little points as possible. Because I hate them.
I mean,
But I
I
still think they'll have enough to get 3 goals against Arsenal.
I think it'll be 3-2.
And Arsenal will also get 3. Oh, yeah. I'm going 3-3. Goals from Ronaldo, Bruno and Pogba. And then Arsenal will be Tomiyasu, Tierney and Aubameyang. A bit of a Connor special. Homage to Connor. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure Connor will be watching that game with his Aubameyang captained on FPL. I'm sure he's going lots of fun.
I'm sure he will. But yeah, that just about rounds up everything for Premier League predictions. Game week 14, if I'm correct. But yeah, we'll obviously be back. Another one of these out on Friday for this weekend's game. But yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you're new. This will obviously be out on Spotify. So if you're on Spotify, head over to the YouTube. And if you're on YouTube, head over to Spotify. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.